Tip is brilliant. All right, let's start a show.
Let's do it.
Hi there. Happy Monday. It's October the 5th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you once again from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. And tonight's episode is brought to you by millennials. Millennials, because Snapchat, something, TikTok, whatever.
See, nothing makes me feel older than like getting that only because I relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's been a while since we've recorded the show, but you guys don't know that because we've been posting stuff the whole time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for, being you.
Thanks.
Just thanks. I'm thankful today. How are you feeling today, Mr. Gord?
Better.
That is good.
Better. Yes. I actually feel like sharing about this one. Just so for the listeners to know, I had a very emotional night last night, where I had a scene in my new sort of favorite TV show called
Real
never
Housewives.
remember. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm kidding.
It's not Real Housewives. But whatever, I can't think of this. A new some Kiefer Sutherland show on Netflix. But there's just a scene in the third season, and it hit me really personally about a family member passing away, and the way it sort of hit, and it opened up a nerve that I didn't know. I thought I'd basically sort of dealt with this, a guy living his life around the death industry and everything else, and my father passed away almost 9 years ago. You wouldn't think this would be a hypersensitive, subject for me in all that sense. And this scene opened up something in me, and holy shit, man, I was a fucking mess for hours.
I think everybody has things like that. I have things that, like, just random things that I think that they don't bother me on a day-to-day basis, but every once in a while I'll just be bawling for no reason. What the fuck? Oh shit! It was a weird
that.
show.
Yeah,
it happens.
I just didn't expect it because I'm not a crier. I'm not trying to be a man about it. I'm just not really a crier. And for the floodgates to open and not stop for hours on end, it was craziness. And it was nice. I have to admit, though, it was good. It helped me process and deal and all that other fun shit. And I'm back and feeling much better today.
I don't know if that's such a good thing. I don't know if I'm on board with processing and dealing. I'm really more of a repress and make jokes kind of a guy.
Well, on the upside, I'm still going to make jokes. I mean,
I'm not really on, like, you guys, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If that's you guys' deal, you want to go process and deal with things, that's cool. Not for me. I'm more of a just ignore it, repress it, pretend it doesn't exist, move on.
What's that thing? Woosah. Woosah.
Woosah. I've got a bleeding ulcer and I sleep an hour a night, but I'm sure I'm fine inside.
The human body loves repressed emotions. Loves it.
Apparently. I'm well. I'm healthy. Don't be like me, kids. That's all I'm saying. Tell your kids not to be like me. Tell your kids to be like my kid. She's fucking dope. So before we get on to whatever nonsense we're going to get onto tonight, just a couple of things caught my eye that I thought people should know about, and we're going to have to go back to some news coming up soon because there's going to be election fun happening, and I don't want to not cover that.
No, we definitely will be covering that. There's no denying.
Not the debates. They can all go to hell. I don't give a crap about that crap.
Yeah, no.
I wanted to talk about CERB is finally done. So they have rolled out their new program replacing the CERB, which is just basically divided CERB into 3 separate groups of people. So you have to apply for the right one, and it's now being administered by EI. So you can all look for your payments sometime in the next 2 years.
Yeah. All I know is that I applied for EI exactly a month ago, and I'm still under review.
Oh yeah, the one and only time I got a check from them, it was like 6 months after I'd given up on them.
Yeah.
Then it just showed up randomly in the mail.
Well, the weird thing is so I was going through that, and you said you can check for past claims or whatever, right? So I'm like, all right, let me take a look at this. And two claims, previous claims, came up. Both of them when I was living in BC. Both was when I broke my foot. The first claim that I put through got denied. They told me I did not have enough hours, which
Right.
made no sense because I had been working for that company for a year and I only had a 1 day off break between the two jobs. And my previous job I was there for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So to say I didn't have enough bankable hours made no sense whatsoever. Um, but it got denied nonetheless. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then like months and months and months later, I ended up getting a call from a guy from the government saying, your case just sort of came up in front of me, and you never should have been denied.
Right.
I'm like, fuck. I said, good. He says, well, we owe you money because we should have paid you out for this. I'm like, well, that would have been great. I said, I'm fucking destitute, broke still, and because I had to deplete my funds, yada yada. I went through this whole bullshit with him. He's like, yeah, no, we're gonna get this thing for you. It'll be all fine. And then it was like 3 weeks later, he calls me up and tells me that no, I'm sorry, man. I'll tell you, but I just got denied a second time. So I'm like, well, this
Weird.
doesn't make sense. But here's the really weird thing. When I log on to my service thing and it comes up, it shows that the second claim went through, but nobody's ever contacted me for it.
Yeah, they won't. It's your duty to contact them, just like Revenue Canada. They won't tell you if they owe you money. It's your job to go find out.
Oh, I just thought it's just weird that I was told that it got denied, and then all of a sudden it shows first one denied, and then the second one went through, but I never actually received money. So
Yeah, that's something I'd look into.
yeah, well, I just discovered it. But the fucking thing is, you can't call and talk to anybody. So I have no
Uh,
like, what am I gonna do?
you can. I think it's like 1 hour a day,
Yeah, and it's a
and
backlog of 40 hours a day to try to get a hold of people. And
it's not fun, but you can get through to them. It's not easy. You can always just
yeah,
walk down. You've got an EI office in your town somewhere. You can always go there. That's a good way to do it too.
do I? Is there really? I didn't know.
Oh, there's one in every town.
Oh, last time I ever dealt with this was like 25 fucking years ago, and I had to go to downtown Toronto to talk to somebody.
Yeah, no, you must have.
Huh. Well, how about that?
It's got to be there somewhere. Every city has to have. It'll be like a Services Canada building. Same place you go get a passport and stuff, most likely.
Oh, okay. I know what that is. Oh,
There you go. I'm a helper. I help. Um, Something that I thought was really interesting, and I thought you might too, although neither of us give a crap
mm.
that much about. We're not pet guys, but in the what do I call it? The Encyclopedia of Reasons I Love Vancouver and Why I Want to Go Back. The city
Yeah.
of Vancouver tonight is voting on whether or not to make no pet clauses in rental agreements illegal.
I understand the need for that, because especially in BC, because just everybody has a fucking dog out there. But you just know somebody's gonna. It's just people just gonna take advantage of it and fuck it up for everybody, anyways.
Well, of course they are, but I thought it was very cool of them to even they claim that it's actually the number one reason for abandoned animals and orphan pets.
Really?
Yeah, it's the leading cause because people can't get a fucking place because everywhere in the planet is no pets. So it's like, well, do I keep my pet and live in my van or do I fucking get rid of the pet?
Yeah.
So people get rid of the pet.
It's a
And
very
then
sad thing.
then it ends up on Hastings fucking whoring itself for crack money
For kibble.
for kibble. Whoring for kibble. That's rough. That's
Yeah,
rough.
that's rough. Ah.
Whoring for kibble. Oh, geez.
Yeah,
So I thought that was
I
pretty cool.
I think it's great that that's actually going through. I knew that a while ago because once that case was officially brought forth, for some reason, a lot of people assumed that meant just because it got mentioned in the media, that meant that therefore that's now law. They're not allowed to say no because you have pets. And everybody's like, you can fight that because you can. I'm like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
It's not law or anything. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
And this is only in the city of Vancouver. It doesn't apply anywhere but, and that's Vancouver. That doesn't involve the suburbs. That's just Vancouver proper.
Yeah, just the downtown. That's that. Just the core.
Still pretty cool of them to do. I like it. I think it's a good idea. I think lifting any restrictions on rentals is a good idea. But, I think the flip side of that coin is a really good idea too. I think landlords should have the authority to fucking throw people out of their house at their will, basically.
Yeah.
But like with a good reason, obviously. But I mean, it's your fucking house. I hate that someone can squat in your house and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's infuriating.
It's my house. What's the point of owning a house if people still get to tell you what the fuck to do with it? I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, things will change under Eric and Gord. A lot of that will become federal once me and Gord are running the country, and we'll change a lot of that shit.
Yep. Not damn right.
I think you should have full rights to do, like, obviously you can't just throw someone out for no reason, but if some guy's not paying rent, fucking kick his ass out.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to me, in case my landlord's listening. That's everybody but me.
And me as co-prime minister, I will veto that. No, it applies to you too. Get the fuck out of here.
Go away. First guy to be sleeping in the prime ministerial van.
Yeah. Down by the river.
I guess not. Trudeau's been homeless his whole time in there. I wouldn't be the first one.
Nope.
I won't steal the Governor General's house. No, that's probably going to be Adrian anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's funny.
So I think that's cool. Way to go, Mayor. What's his nuts? Who stole my job? I don't remember his name now. Good Mayor, on you. Good thing. It's it's election season. You gotta start pandering.
Yeah. But that's a nice one, and it's a relatively safe one too.
Yeah, it is.
It'll affect a whole lot of people positively, and there's not really a whole lot of negative. Because all people have to say is, like when somebody moves out, you just gotta say you got to make sure that all the fucking hair is out and no stains on the carpet.
Well, that's the thing that bugs me is the pet deposit on top of your damage deposit. That's bullshit. Yeah, that's what a damage deposit is.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be allowed to charge two, and all over Vancouver, that's very popular to do. But on the same hand, you're right too. You're always going to have the guy that wants his fucking hippopotamus, and you're like, no, it's cats and dogs, pal. And like, well, it doesn't. It says pets, and this is my pet hippo, and I should be allowed to have him. No, that's different. No. Like, there's always
just because you want to identify as a fucking moron doesn't mean I have to pander to it. Get the fuck out of here.
This is you see. I should be allowed to have my emu farm in your basement suite.
What? It's just a crocodile? Jesus.
Right? Then you flush them down the drain and they end up in the sewers and attack little kids. That has never actually happened in America, just so you know.
Although I'm sure they believe it has.
Oh, yeah. They believe all kinds of crap. They believe their election matters. Yeah. You're still fucked for 4 years. It doesn't matter who you vote for.
So true.
That's funny. It's a funny election. You might as well. I just vote for fucking Clinton again or something. It'd be awesome if like half the country voted for Obama.
I always wonder like what would actually happen if that actually happened. Like what would the whole is like, nah, fuck it. I'm voting for this guy who's not even on the ballot. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's Biden and Trump. I'm voting for Obama.
Yeah.
It's Biden or Trump. I want Obama back.
I want my Obama back. Oh, by the way,